Hello, I'd like to welcome all back to LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga, where today we're going to look at Minikits, because I promised I'd look at the Minikits, all of them, because I skipped them all in the actual sequences, so here we go. What is he doing with his leg? She's trying to kick a basketball or something? That's pretty cool. So yeah, it took us less than 24 hours to effectively get every collectible in the game. Note, the reason I do not have 100% is because I did not do the super stories. Originally, the super stories gave you gold bricks. Now they don't, so... yeah, probably would have taken a lot more than 24 hours. Considering that some levels took an hour. But that would mean playing the same level at least 4 times. So let's go look at the minikits. Oh, I also got something extra planned. The Republic cruisers from Negotiations. You might remember this from the intro sequence. I don't know, I don't like this mini kit. It just doesn't... it's asymmetrical, it's a little bit off balance. It's very heavily weighted to the left. I never liked the ship to begin with, because it just... it looks like someone took a spaceship and didn't know what to... I'm gonna... Guys! Get out of here. I don't care. Yeah, I don't like this design. I never liked the ship to begin with. Reminds me too much of the prequels. The Gungan Bongo! I actually like the Gungan Bongo. I like the bigger model more than this one. This is just a little bit too small. I don't know. The elegance of the ship is lost in this design. Like where the character seat... the Bongos are actually in Star Wars Galactic Battleground as the naval units, and they are pretty cool looking. So this one gets a pass. It's really nice. It's still really nice. No studlets on the other. The Royal Starship. I'm a bit divided. It's quick, it's sleek, it looks amazingly elegant. But it also just reminds me of a very exceptionally flashy sports car that has no reason to be this flashy. I don't know. I'd have to give it a 6. I'd have to give it a 5 average-ish. It's just... it tries too hard, being completely made out of silver platinum like that. Especially with the antennas on the back. That's a step too far. Sebulba's Pod. I always like Sebulba's Pod. This minikit doesn't work because the pod is not connected to the actual engines, but yeah, I like the idea. Sebulba's Pod has always been very recognizable, having such an X shape, bright colors, with a very nice contrast with the black. I think he could shoot fire out of the sides, or that may have just been a bad memory. Either way, I like the ship. It's a really cool minikit. Too bad that they couldn't connect the pod to the actual engines, but that's alright. Now, the Naboo Starfighter and I have a bit of a troubled history. I kinda like it, but you may notice that there's a theme with these ships. They all have this sort of straight bucket in the center, and then these things sticking out the side, which I think is just Nabooian architecture in general. I don't know. I have no idea what the middle piece is so big for, because the engines are on the side like a pod racer. I guess it's nice. It looks very sleek, it looks smooth. It's a little bright for a spaceship. Like, it really just says, this is where the pilot is, this is where the engines are. Be sure to shoot the blue astromech that sticks out like a sore thumb, contrasting with fucking blue. Jeez. Now, the Sith Infiltrator, also in Galactic Battlegrounds, really like the look of it. By the way, they have lots of variations of the Naboo Starfighter for the Nabooian civilization. Really cool looking at how they advance, if I remember correctly. Anyway, the Sith Infiltrator is in Galactic Battlegrounds, but it's just a set piece. It's not an actual vehicle. I like it because it looks so evil. It has this pointy, daunting nose, and then this really thick butt design, which makes it look like a bit of a dagger, like a sneaky cloak and dagger thing. And then there's, ooh, look at that smooth clip at the top. Yeah, this is a really nice design. It's not streamlined for no reason. It really is what you would expect a spaceship to look like. Big, clunky, and just meant for flying around in a place where there is no air resistance. I don't know. Zamzam's airspeeder looks weird. I get the idea of the side parts. Like, they're supposed to absorb the crash without crushing the person in the seat. So it makes sense in a way. This minikit is a bit bad. It's a very flat minikit, and I never really liked flat minikits because they just look like sandwiches. And this one's just the same. I don't like it. The Jedi Starfighter. I have this one. I don't know where, but I know I had it once. I like the Jedi Starfighter design. In Rogue Squadron, or whatever it's called, there is a Jedi Starfighter, and it has bombs that, like, go out in a circle. Just like in the movie, which doesn't make any sense. But I like it. It's a sleek design. It's a very fancy design. It's a little opulent for a one-seater. And the minikit doesn't represent the fact that there's an astromech in it, so that's a missed opportunity to make it just a little bit bigger. But I think that the designers were like, man, if we make it bigger, we're going to run into a lot of problems, like with the pieces. So this is nice. Not every minikit has to be big and opulent, like the Sith Infiltrator. This one just does just fine. It's really nice. I like it, because I had it. This is how an actual droid Deka looks, by the way. This is not an actual minikit. This is a standard droid Deka design, if you put them next to a character. I like droid Dekas in general. I think this design can actually roll up to a degree, so it gets a 10 out of 10 just for that. I like this ship from the things, those little bubbles. Those are lasers, homing lasers. The minikit is really faithful to the original LEGO design, and the original design in general, except for the cockpit. It feels a bit lacking. I like this design, because it really looks like a Chinook, like a big heavy thing that's supposed to carry things on the back, and carry a bunch of troops. It really looks like an attack vessel, with the open spaces on the side to quickly enter and exit and evacuate. It's really nice. And those little spikes on the top, those little pointy engine things, lovely detail. The AT-AT, man, I like this thing. I like AT-AT designs in general. I don't like the AT-AT because it's too tall and clunky. This is a low-to-ground design with a large artillery cannon, several laser blasters, really nice. The minikit is just gorgeous looking. The minikit gets every detail it needs to capture of the AT-AT design. I don't know. It's amazing looking. It looks really cool. It's a very solid design. This is an 8 minimal. The Solar Sailor, really weird name. I like it. I like how they got the sail embedded into the design. A little bit of those bionicle sticks in there, but that's okay. Yeah, I like it. I really like it. It's a good basic design. It's a little bit flat. It's a little bit thin and sleek, and I don't like thin, sleek designs, but this one, it pulls it off just fine. By thin and sleek, you may say, well, wait. You said that this thing was alright. This is small. See, it's short, but it's short in all directions. This is very long, but also flat. This is short, but also flat, and it works in that way. You gotta keep the proportions intact. Solar Sailor, I think I'd like this. This is something I would like to have. If I remember, something's supposed to go at the back. In which case, the minikit does a very good job capturing it. It looks like a bug, it looks very alien, very robotic and animatronic in a variety of ways. I like it. It's very... I don't like the color. It's a bit bland. I don't know. I mean, the battle droids are orange. Why have it be so blue? Or, whatever. Emergency sip. I like this. It looks very emergency-ish. It's very big, clunky, like a whale. Very innocent, very cute looking. I like it. I like it. This is a very nice minikit. The proportions are just right. It's just clunky enough that the width of the wings works out, especially because it's a long ship. That's what's good. The Jedi Starfighter. What was that other thing? Yeah, there was no fast way to scroll through this, by the way. Yeah, so that is also a Starfighter. That's kind of weird. Anyway, it's a bit bigger. I like it. I like how the cannons are right in the center, so you always know you're aiming the right way. Really elegant LEGO minikit design. This is really fancy looking, especially with what they did with the I think those are typically used for the tail fin of things, but it looks really nice. It's sleek. They captured most of what it should be, and it looks really nice from behind too. The Wookiee cat. No idea what this is supposed to be. It's supposed to be some sort of, I guess, one of those riverboats. Unoriginal, but the minikit is lovely. Look at that. You would want to stick a LEGO character on there and go vroom, all around the water. Arc Fighter. It's an X-Wing clone. It's alright. I like it. Except for that big fucking nose. That thing sticks out like a sore thumb at a healthy thumb party. This is a very nicely detailed minikit, though. It's nicely done, but I can't blame them for the nose, because that is the original design. The V-Wing, based on the Sith Infiltrator, I would say, together with the Jedi Starfighter. Really nice design. Again, I like the clunky back and the sharp nose. It's a really angry-looking design. Like, okay, I can take a crash in the front, but I can whip you with my butt. Bang! But the problem here is you can see the cockpit, and it makes the minikit feel like it has a giant engine for no reason. Ah, the Star Destroyer. Look at how gorgeous it looks. There are several degrees of sizes of Star Destroyers. This one's really nice. You can see the little slanty things being used to keep the design intact. They've got a little thing at the bottom to represent, I guess, the hangar. The engines look really nice. These are very well implemented. I also like the command center being nice and intact. I don't know why the binoculars are there, but that's just me. Also, the gun turrets are little studlets. Also nice. The Sandcrawler. It's hollow, but admit it, it does everything a Sandcrawler needs to do. Really lovely design. It's smooth, to the point, straightforward. I like it. Land Speeder. Again, it's very small, but the proportions are good enough. It feels a little too long, but I guess that's limitations of working on such a small scale. Still, a really nice minikit. Now, there's again a lot of degrees of the Millennium Falcon. This one works just fine. It feels a bit flat at the front, but most of the most memorable details are there. There's the entry station, there's the little cockpit, the turrets at the top, the turrets at the bottom not, but that's okay. And the little satellite, so it captures everything you need to, and the Blue Streak engine. Ah, the Y-Wing. I love Y-Wings because they can drop lots of bombs. They capture the essence, the clunky side engines of the Rebels, and the sort of put-together design. Nice accents of yellow. It does the point. It gets the point. It's really nice. And you can see the little astromech. I think that's the astromech? Anyway. The TIE Advance, which is a Darth Vader ship. Really good job. Good job. Good job. The essence is really there. You can see that this is what it's supposed to be. It uses a very sneaky trick to connect the wings to the system. You see that little stud sticking into the cone at the cockpit? That little stick is connected to those black plates on top of the two studs on the side. So that's a really, really sleek. I think I had this one. Really nice design. Nice and sleek. Nice and light. Does the job. AT-AT, as I said, I like the top. But the legs are so long that it feels like a camel, and it feels a bit clunky and weird and awkward. But the minikit, other than the fact that it has a butthole, looks amazing. The head has some motion, which is really cool. And it has all those nasty turrets, and it looks like it's really heavily plated with all those clunky pieces of Lego. That's really good. Snowspeeder had this one. If I remember, those things on the side are supposed to be slanted, but I guess they didn't want to. Really nice design. It's sleek, it's simple, it's a little flat. No, actually, it's not. I don't like how there's that extra plate at the back on the bottom. That feels just a little bit weird. Not the black striped, but the dark gray underneath. It's kind of weird. TIE Fighter, that's good. It captures all the basic essences. They could have done something with the panels, the solar panels, but they didn't. And it feels like a missed opportunity, together with the fact that the cockpit's a little bit lackluster. I had the X-Wing once. Really nice design. It's sleek, it's simple. It really feels like something that's thrown together with several elements like multiple turrets, big booster engines, astromech connection, and the whole nose. It feels good. It feels nice. It feels thought out. Like it has 5 pointy things at the front and 4 pointy things at the back. The Cloud Car, always a silly design. I thought it was cute, but not practical. This does everything it needs to. You always remember it as that thing with 2 people in it. There you go. Slave One. The design here, the Lego minikit, really strong, really powerful. The turrets are there. The cockpit's there. The twistable things are there. The entryway is there. If this was an actual Lego design, it gets the job done. It's really good. This is a really smooth and sleek design. The Desert Skiff, again, does the job. You could actually put a Lego character on there and pretend it's a skateboard or something. I like the little things at the bottom. Make it look like a landing. It's really nice. It's really nice. The sail barge. It feels big, clunky, weird, awkward, just like the original thing. I like it. You can see little details on the side. This is really smooth design. Like, they knew exactly what they wanted to do, and they got the job done. TIE Bomber. Always liked the TIE Bomber. They used 2 of those astromech No, those aren't astromech bodies, sorry. I like the design. Oh, no, wait. Those are astromech bodies, I think. Yeah, because they have the things in the side that allow the legs to plop in. You stick one of those plus bionicle bars through it, and it sticks into those cylinders, which typically have a little plus. Yeah, see, there you can see it. Those little pluses in it. So that's how they fix it together. I like it. I like how they went for a slightly technical design for it. A little bit. They went with a few really smooth tricks to get this thing working. Really good. ATST. I don't think much needs to be said other than they captured the essence, and they captured it well. The ATST is there, it's big, it's a lunking monster. It's nice. Imperial Settle. They got all the details. The top wing, a little bit too big. It feels too thick, but that's just Lego design in general. They should have just made the side wings a little bit sleeker, maybe, or thicker. But it's really cool. It would work, and it has a little engine on the back, too. And the wings move because of the connection. And the last one is the TIE Interceptor. A bit of a letdown to get down on, but it's really cool looking. It looks vicious, it looks evil, it looks like it's about to shoot your butt off, and boy. And it's got the little thing at the top. Oh, it's so cute. It's a really nice design. And that's him. I'll see you in a moment. I'm going to go to a certain level and show you a certain bonus thing. So you may have noticed the land speeder dealer in the back here. Apparently you can actually sell your vehicle here. I figure. Oh, look! How much money did they cough up? Holy! Did he just? He pumped out 5,000 times 2. That's a lot of money. I like how he gave us money. That's cool. That's cool. That's the little bonus. I never knew that, but now you do. Now you have a little extra gimmick to help you out in case you need some extra currency. Well, that's it. I'm never gonna make a video again of this game. We're done. Maybe far, far away from this time, I will get back to that super story mode. Probably not. So don't bet your bucks on it. Your buckaroonies. See you guys in whatever comes next. Ta-da!